What's up, my One Piece peeps? Welcome to Saiyan Royalty TCG, where we bring our variety of gaming to you. Today we've got an opening of the One Piece starter decks from our Super pre-release. This one we already did open because, you know, we had to play Kid for the pre-release, right? He's just awesome. He's one of the best ones. So yeah, we're going to go over the cards that come in these starter decks. So for those of you that are new to the channel, make sure you hit that like, hit that subscribe, and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any future videos coming up. We're going to have a lot of Dragon Ball Super, a lot of One Piece, a lot of the good stuff. So without further ado, let's get into opening up these bad boys and seeing all the good stuff that comes in. So like I said, we had to play the Green Kid, or Captain Kid rather, for the One Piece. So he's already open, but I'm going to go ahead and go over the cards that come in there real quick so you can get a visual, just in case anybody's new and hasn't seen these. So here's your leader for Captain Kid. He has a once per turn for 3 Dawn. You may he may rest a specified number of Dawn. You may trash one card from your hand, and then you get to set this dude back at active and swing again. That's great for that aggro pressure. Great. So we have, starting off, we have a little 1-drop blockers, good for defense. Check out these freaking Super pre-release stamps. They're beautiful. I love them. So we have our blockers. Now, like I said, this is just the starter deck coming out of here. Nothing added. It's just straight up exactly what you get whenever you open up a starter deck. We have the best turn 1 play for this deck possible. You pay 1 Dawn to play her out. You pay another, switch her to rest mode. You get a top 5 searcher. She's absolutely boss, actually. She's great. What her name? Jewelry Bonnie. Then of course the starter decks come with a lot of vanilla cards. They have no card text on them. For the most part, these cards are just good for the counter. So we have a little teddy bear counter right there. Then we got a 2 of actually. So there's only 2 of in the starter deck for them. He's a Dawn ×1, so you have to attach at least 1 Dawn to him. But you have to have 3 more characters. He gets another 2k power. So it's good. Allows him to get up there so he can start dealing damage. Let's see here. We have Heat. We got 4 more vanillas. Now going on with what I said about the vanillas being primarily good for the counter, and that's primarily what you want to use them for, you can still tap the Dawn to play them out and try to deal damage. So we got 4 of the Scratchman Apu. So you attach 1 Dawn when attacking, rest one of your opponent's Dawn cards. It's pretty good, especially on blue. Blue is a lot like Super. It's energy manipulation, from what I've seen, rather. So we got Vito. Show up that pretty Super pre-release. That dude's sick. Look at that. That's a worm. Nah, it's his tongue. Then we got one of the best cards in this deck, in my opinion. He's a 3 Dawn, but on play you can KO one of your opponent's rested characters with a cost of 3 or less. Dude came in clutch. I ended up doing horrible in our Super pre-release, but it was so much fun. I absolutely loved it. It was great. So we got Kobe. The little... That's how they communicate. That's still funny to me. Let's see. Then we have 4. I love this dude. The X-Drake. This guy's great. So you attach 1 Dawn your turn. If this card is rested, it gives all your Supernovas and Navy top leaders and characters another 1k power. Especially, it's great. Especially if you've already massed out dudes on your field, which you can only have up to 5 characters on your field at a time. But swing with him first. Attach your Dawn. Yada yada. All of them gain another 1,000. Even your leader. We have Basil, not to be confused with the wolf from Dragon Ball Super. He's 5 Dawn. He's a Dawn ×1. This dude is absolutely busted. I love this dude. So once per turn, your turn, this character battles your opponent's character, whether it's a leader, a battle card, whatever you want to call it. He gets to send him back to active and swing again. So you attach a lot of Dawn to him, you get 2 big old beefy swings. So then we have 2 Law. Love this dude. Oh, look at that shine, man. It's like a rainbow. So on play, you set one of your Supernovas or Heart Pirate type rested characters with a cost of 5 or I'm getting tongue-tied. With a cost of 5 or less back to active. So You can swing with this dude. You can attach all the Dawn that you want to this dude. Get your 2 swings in. Play this dude. And set him back to active. Great combo. So now getting into our counter cards for the green deck. This is a 1 Dawn. If your leader gains another 2k for the battle, then set one of your Dawn cards back to active. So that's good. That way you're not technically tapped out. So if you have another one of those in hand, you can use it right away. I don't knock everything over. Good job, Richard. You're a winner. I know I am. So then we have the 2-drop Straw Sword. He's a main, rush one of your opponent's characters. That dude came in clutch against blue. Didn't give me the win, but he helped out a little bit. So I didn't die as fast. Then we have the 2-drop Repel. Your leader gains 4k for this battle, then set one of your Dawn back to as active. He does cost 2, so you gotta be careful. And then we got this beefy son of a gun. Check that out. Woo! He's Eustace Captain Kidd. So he's a blocker. He's a 7k. Dawn times 1 at the end of your turn, you set him back to active. So you can swing with this dude, attach whatever Dawn you want to him, get your swings in, and then at the end of your turn, swing it back, and you got some defense. So there's the Captain Kidd. Like I said, absolutely great deck. Love playing this thing. It technically, or not technically, but me personally, it didn't fit my playstyle that I wanted to play as, but it was still fun. I'm so used to playing Super that it was just a different type of green for me. Even though now we're gonna get into blue. I know I'm yabbering away. So now we get into the actual sealed product. We got these from our locals for the win. Check them out. They are awesome. If you're looking for any card singles, definitely look them up on a TCG player. They'll hook you up. They always have the lowest prices. They're awesome. So each starter deck comes with exactly 10 Super pre-release Dawn cards. Definitely, we want those alternate arts. That's what we want. Those ones that come in the set. The pretty stuff. So we got... Oh, before I forget. So at the end of your stack of cards, actually your deck, it comes with some rules and tips and stuff to try to help you with the card game if you're new. I highly advise that. Read over it. It'll help you out. That was a good job on Bandai's part. So we got Crocodile. I'm just not the biggest fan of this dude. I like that law's in here though, if that matters. So he has activate main once per turn. Dawn -4, so what that means is you -4 of your Dawn, and that includes if you've attached Dawn to other cards, you can choose those cards to minus as well. You may return the specified cards of Dawn to be filled to your deck. You return one character with a cost of 5 or less to the owner's hand. That's boss. So there's the lead. Whoa. I don't want to show off the really good ones yet. Alright, so we get into... Oh, big beefy mama. Edward Weeble. Is that a dude? Sorry, that's a dude. That's not a mama. So, vanilla, good beater. And for blue, it doesn't seem like it costs as much. So we got a snail looking dude, but he's not a snail. We got Gecko Moria. By the way, I'm pretty new to the One Piece stuff. Heather's a lot more affiliated with it than I am. But I like it. It's fun. I like watching it. And the card game is really fun too. So we got a 4-drop on play. You add the 7 Warlords of the Sea or Thriller block Bark pirate type character with a cost of 4 or less, other than Gecko Moria, from your trash to your hand. So it's good recycling from your drop area. And just on play, and plus you got a 5k beater. So we got Dracula Mihawk. That's not your hawk, that's Mihawk. You taunt ×1. When attacking, you draw 2 and trash 2 cards from your hand. So, if you play Super, it's like a Paragon Super combo almost. Allows you to filter your deck and get rid of dead cards in your hand. So then we got Jinbe. I remember this dude. So he's a 2 Dawn, 4k beater. And I apologize if I'm going through these kind of quick. Most of these are just vanilla cards. Let's see, we got Sentomaru. Who? Did I say it wrong? Jinbe. Sorry, Jinbe. Rewind. Scratch that. I did it. I did it the right way. Then we have Sentomaru. He's a Dawn ×1, activate main once per turn for 2 more Dawn. So you'll pay the 3, and then when you can actually attack with him, you play 1 Pacifista with a cost of 4 or less from your deck, and then shuffle your deck. So that allows you to get more beefy, more bodies on the board. That's pretty good. I like that. Then we got, of course, you gotta have it. We got our Laws in here. He's a 1-drop 1K. He doesn't seem like he does much, but wait, there's more. He's a blocker. Then we've got, who's this dude? Bartholomew. That's an ancestral name right there. So on play, you look at the 3 cards from the top of your deck and return them to the top or bottom of the deck in any order. So it's, if he plays Super, it's like a tournament power. That's actually pretty boss right there. Being able to have card knowledge about what you're going to draw on next turn and being able to rearrange them, that's pretty good. So then we got the clown dude. I remember him. He's a clown. He's buggy. He looked bug-eyed right there. But he's a 1-drop 1K. Or 3K, rather. Let's see, we got 4 of the Pacifista. So he's one that goes off when you, that other card that I showed a minute ago, that allows you to free play him. And dang, he's a 6K too? That's pretty boss. Then we got the lady obsessed with Luffy, Boa Hancock. I'm not even going to say anything about her last name in case there's kids watching, but adults, you get it. Now, she's a 3 Dawn 1K. A blocker as well, and a trigger. So if you take damage, and this is the cards you pull, you can play this card. That's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. Then we got 2 of the Marshall D Teach. Something about this dude, he looks funny. On play, you return 1 character with a cost of 3 or less to its owner's hand. It's pretty good. So he's a 4 Dawn 4K beater. So now getting into our counters and extra cards. I'm going to call them extra cards. Just like Seeper. So you got, he's a 4 Dawn, but activate main. You return 1 character with a cost of 7 or less to his owner's hand. That's pretty dope right there. So especially with the fact that most of these cards, unless they have to rush, they can't swing. So if your opponent pays the 7 and they get that out there and they pass, you tap 4, you play that just goes right back to their hand. That's really strong. So we got a 2 Dawn counter. You return 1 character with a cost of 3 or less to the owner's hand. That's cool. So if they swing with something that's a 3 card or less, you can tap 2, counter, return it. No matter what it's powered up to. That's dope. Then we got another counter. We got a 2 Dawn counter. Your leader card gains 4K battle for the 4K for the battle. Then draw 1 card if you have 3 or less cards in your hand. I like that. That filters your hand back up. So now we get into some of the prettier stuff, and I know y'all are wanting it. Boom! Check it out. That 5 Dawn Crocodile. So he's a blocker, and he has a Dawn ×1. On block, you place 1 character with the cost of 2 or less at the bottom of the owner's deck. Nice. Pretty card. I love the foiling that they did with these. This is absolutely fire. I love this. And here's the one and only Don Flamingo. I know he's a fan favorite. He's a 7 Dawn 7K, and on play you return 1 character with a cost of 7 or less to the owner's hand. Holy moly donut shop. So that's the crocodile deck. And like I said, I apologize for going through these kind of quick. It's more or less just kind of showing you what comes in the starters. That way you see what you're getting for your money. You know what I'm saying? Plus, if you're a fan of the show, you're going to want it anyway. Yeah, even me. I was new to the show, and I had to have them. Really, it was Heather, but I wanted them to you. Now, this is my dude right here. This is what I wanted to play. We got, if I can get the stuff off of it. There we go. So like I said, each one comes with 10 super pre-release Dawn. My boy Kaido. I play a lot of Ramp Jita in Dragon Ball Super, so when I was told of the ramp deck, I was all up on it. Look how, man, this dude looks awesome. He looks ready to go. So he's an activate main once per turn. Dawn -7. You trash one of your opponent's life cards. Now, this is not like Super, to where if they have nothing left, then you can still trash it in a way, like burn, in a sense, they have to have a card in their life to actually be able to do it. So let's see, I'll set him right there. Otherwise, I mean, that'd be pretty busted, right? If you deal damage where they have nothing left, and you're like, ah, -7, you're dead. Like, nah, that's booty. So we get into the main cards of the deck. We have 4 Ulti or Ulti, which is the 4 Dawn 5k. On play, Dawn -1. You play 1 page 1 card with the cost of 4 or less from your hand. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there's only like 1, maybe 2 page 1 cards in here. They're vanilla, but they're good beefers. They're 6k beefers. So you tap your 4, you play her out. You -1 of the, even if it's attached to something, the ones that you've tapped to play her out, and you can play that dude from your hand. It's pretty dope. Allows you for some aggressive plays. We have 2 Queen. Now this one is a girl, I hope. Blocker, Dawn -1. See, look at that, 6k, dude. Dawn -1. You draw 2 cards and trash 1 card from your hand. So that really is like a Paragon Super combo. Then we've got the vampire dude, Sasake, not to be confused with the drink. So he's a 3 Dawn 4k, on play Dawn -1. You draw 1 card. So I actually used him quite a bit since I started playing him. He's a great filter. He's probably really your only filter, actually, if I'm gonna be honest, until the set actually drops and we get some more cards. So then we got some vanilla Sheepsheed, Sheod, whatever you call it. Anyway, he's a 2 Dawn 4k. And then, like I said before, you obviously pretty much just use them for counters. Don't do this like Super, where you mash your board out thinking, sweet, I can just go for game and go all aggro. If you have no cards in your hand to counter, you are dead in the water. And we got 2 Jack. He's a 3 Dawn 4k. You may trash 1 card from your hand, add 1 card from your Dawn deck, and set it as active. This is one of the cards for your ramp. Absolutely bonkers. I love the ramp stuff. Then we have our 1 Dawn 3k vanilla Jinrumi. Hopefully one of those are right. I'm still new. I'll get there one day. We got 2 Who's Who. I don't know. Who are you? We got 3 Dawn 3k. So an on-play Dawn -1, you can KO one of your opponent's card or characters with a cost of 3 or less. So that's good for removal. And I think he's actually your only removal piece. No, I'll take that back. No, he's not. I'm not lying. So we got a 2 Dawn 2k blocker, Black Mariah. Or Maria. Oh, Marie. That little country song. We got page 1. So this is one of them that I was talking about, the page 1. So earlier, the card you could pay 4, and on play, you can play a page, or -1 Dawn, you can pay a page 1 from your hand. And there's 6k, dude. Good beefy dudes. Your opponent does not want to let those go unchecked. So we got X Drake. He looks absolutely fire, but he does not do a darn thing. He's just cool to look at. But he's a 3 Dawn 5k. See, we got some counters. Nope. Take that back. We got 2 of the lead performer, Disaster. So for 4 Dawn, you draw 1, then add 1 card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. That's dope. So even if you tap yourself out, getting your dudes out there. Let me take that back. If you only have 4 left, it's safe to play that because you get to add 1 back and set that Joker as active so that you're not completely tapped out and defenseless. So then we got 2 of the 6 Dawn Brachio Bomber. So activate main, KO one of your opponent's cards. I keep saying cards. Characters with a cost 6 or less. Then add 1 Dawn card from your Dawn deck and set it as active. So you got more of your ramp pieces. Then we have the 1-drop Blast Breath. This dude looks so cool. So he's a 1 Dawn counter, a Dawn -1. Your leader or one of your characters gets another 4k for this battle. So that's a beefy protection piece right there. Now, for those of you that are new as well, you can counter with a card and still activate the counter on another card. So if they swing at me with, let's say, 9, and my leader's at 5, then I can do this one to put him to 9, and also do this to put him to 10, get me over that swing. Just a little tidbit of information for you. Most of you probably already know this. And then the main piece of your deck, to me, this is the card you definitely want a mulligan for. You need at least one. I wish there were a way to get rid of multiple of these whenever you play them, or whenever you draw so many. That's the only problem that I've seen with this so far. But this is your field card for Super. So you may rest this stage if your leader has Animal Kingdom Pirate type. Add 1 Don card from your Don deck and rest it. So this really lets you get your ramp going off. So there's the Kaido deck. I love this deck. I've been messing around with this deck. That's definitely going to be what I'm going to be playing for a while. I still want to play Zoro, and definitely when we get some A stuff coming in, or some Shanks. See, I'm new, but I'm not that new. I know a little bit. I pay attention. But tell me what you guys are going to play. What are you most excited for in the new set? Tell me everything. So let's see, we got our Dawn. Yay! Stamp stuff. It's all freaking beautiful. So here's our Monkey D Luffy. Look at that shine, man. To activate main once per turn, give this leader or one of your characters 1 rested Dawn card. So he allows them to beef up either himself or his characters on board. So let's see, we'll put the cool stuff in the back. Oh, you know what? I didn't even show off the big stuff. Dang, I'm a dweeb. Sorry, the Kaido stuff. Didn't even show off the cool stuff for it. So 6 Dawn, 7k. On play Dawn -1. You KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 4 or less. Great card. This dude came in super clutch so many times. And then, of course, your main big body, Kaido himself. So he's a 9 Dawn, 10k. On play, you Dawn -5. KO one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 6 or less, and this card gains rush, so you can swing with him the turn that you play him. Love this dude. Absolutely love this dude. I apologize, I got out of whack. Completely forgot that I set those jokers aside to show them at the end. That's what happens when you get in a hurry, Richard. Yeah. So, we got our Krillin. I mean, Usopp. No, I just had to joke around. But it is the dude that voices Krillin. He is a 2 Dawn 2k, a Dawn ×2, so you attach 2 Dawn. When attacking, your opponent cannot activate a blocker character that has 5k or more power during this battle. That's pretty good. Shuts down their defense. I like that. That's actually like a great way to aggro right there. So we got Karu. He's a 1 Dawn 3k, vanilla. Either play to get some damage in, or, you know, use him to defend. Then we got 4 of your Sanji. Well, he's ready to go, bro. So we got 2 Dawn, 4k. So a Dawn -2. This character gains rush. That's awesome. I love that. That also that real aggro, that true aggro. Since this is a lot like Magic, and you can't swing with cards that you play that turn, that was probably one of the biggest things I had to get used to when I started playing this as opposed to Super. So then we have Jimby. I said it right this time. We have 3 Dawn, 5k, Dawn ×1. When attack. What? Did I do it right? I said Jimby. No, I didn't. Did I say Jinbei? Oh, I said it wrong. Okay, I get what you're saying. Dang. Okay, Jinbei. I'll get it right eventually. So Dawn ×1 when attacking. Your leader or one of your characters other than this card gains another 1k power during this turn. That's boss. So when swinging, you can buff up other pieces on your, or other characters on your field. Try to push that damage through. Jinbei. I'm gonna get that. It's not Jinbei, Jinbei. So we got Tony Chopper. I love this dude. So he's a 1 Dawn 1k blocker. Look, he's a cute little face. Everybody loves Chomper. Then we have 4 of the Nami. Everybody loves Nami. She's a 1-drop 1k. Activate main once per turn. You give 1 rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. So that's awesome. So you can use your Dawn for whatever. Whether you're playing cards, Sorry. When you play cards and you use the Dawn, you can activate hers and use one that's already been tapped to give your leader a buff. I like it. So let me have the Architect herself, Nico Robin. She's a 3 Dawn 5k, big beefer, or you can use her for a counter. You think of her, the Architect, would have actually had some text. So then we have 4 of the Nefeltari Vivi. He's a 2 Dawn 4k with counter. And then we have the Frankie, the Cyborg. Oh, he will be eventually. So he's a 4 Dawn 6k beater, or for a counter. There's a lot of counters or vanilla cards in this deck, this starter deck. Then we have Brooke, the one and only Brooke. So he's a 2 Dawn 3k on play. You give up to 2 rested Dawn cards to your leader or one of your characters. And that's awesome. So it really allows you to, so for what I'm seeing, this deck allows you to utilize the rested Dawn to play out pieces, but also beef up leaders or other characters to still push for damage. That way you're, excuse me, not sitting back a turn or a turn behind, waiting to be able to attack. So let me have 2 guard point. Here's a counter, or look, it's Chopper. Your leader character gains 3k power for this battle, but he also has a trigger, so if you take life, and this is the card you pull, your leader, one of your characters gains another 1k power during this turn. So it's almost like a Sensu Bean, in a way, if you can manage to pull that card out of your life. So let me have Gum Gum Jet Pistol. It's a 4 Dawn. Activate main. I keep saying activate main. Sorry, a lot of my lingo is from Super. I'm slowly making the transition to be used to this. So main, KO one of your opponent's characters with 6k power or less. That's boss. Excuse me. That change of the weather stuff going on. So then we have the Diable Jambe. That looks dope. So he's a 1 Dawn. Main, select one of your Straw Hat Crew type leader or character cards. Your opponent cannot activate blocker if that leader or character attacks during this turn. And then a trigger, KO one of your opponent's blocker characters with a cost of 3 or less. That's boss. Like, this card, absolute fire for the deck. And of course it'd be Sanji. So then we have Thousand Sunny. So for a 2 Dawn, activate main. You may rest this stage. And then for, I'm assuming 1 Dawn, Straw Hat Crew. Oh, no, I get it, my bad. 1 Straw Hat Crew type leader or character card on your field gains 1k power during this turn just by resting this. So it's like your field card. Now we're getting to the cool stuff. Yeah, it's like a field. So let me have Zoro, my dude. I'm ready to play him. So for 3 Dawn, 5k, you attach 1 Dawn. This character gains 1k power. That's dope. Look at that freaking art right there. Man, that's awesome. I like Zoro. Not just because he's voiced by Christopher Sabat, who's Vegeta. I'm just saying. So then we have Luffy. We have a 5 Dawn 6k beater. He's got rush, so he can attack on the turn that you play him, and then attach 2 Dawn. When attacking, your opponent cannot activate blocker during this battle. That's awesome. So beef him up. Go for that last bit of damage. So those are all of the starter decks. Red, blue, green, purple. So I'll set the leaders out right there. And there we go. So tell me which one you guys like the most. Which one are you most excited about? What did you play for your Super Pre-release? What are you most excited to play when the set actually releases? Tell us all that in the comments below. We love talking to you guys. As always, thank you for your love and support. You guys are awesome. We are reaching, let's see, we're over 300 subs. We have a giveaway planned for when we hit 5. I know it's still a little bit away. Definitely some of the more announcements with that coming up soon. I promise you, prizing is going to be top notch for whoever wins that. So look out for that later on. Also check out our Instagram at Saiyan Royalty TCG, where we post updates, we post card reveals, we do funny memes, we do all of it. We just have a good time with it. And again, thank you guys. So definitely tell us what you guys have fun with. What are you most excited about? What do you think's booty? I like hearing about jank stuff too. It's fun. So, with that, y'all take care.